I'm Alex.
I am Jack.
And we are in the band U2.
We're the founding members of U2 and the current members of All Time Low.
You guys just came out with your new album. Is there a concept behind it?
No, I don't think it's really a concept album or anything like that, but it's definitely, the theme, I think, is super reflective of what we were going through right before we made the album, which was splitting from our label, Interscope Records, and kind of being in like a tumultuous spot in terms of where we were in our careers, not really knowing what the next move was, not knowing what the right move was, just kind of realizing that we had to take a chance and you know, do something a bit out of the box, which is why we decided to make the record before we signed with anybody or anything like that. And it seems to have worked out really well. You know, we ended up re-signing with Hopeless, and it's been a happy tale ever since.
So, I heard your next single is Somewhere in Neverland. Like, can we expect a music video from you guys soon?
Yeah, we're actually at the end of this tour. Before we go to the UK, we're going to stop in New York and film a new video. I'm really excited about it. The screen treatment is like super weird, out there, trippy, so I think it's gonna be fun.
So, since you guys started, what is the most important thing you've learned, like, while in this industry?
I think just to remain true to who you are and who you are as a band, and to remain true to your fan base.
And just be really willing to just give people blowjobs.
Yeah. It's always a part.
What?
So you guys are on tour. We'll be on tour with Pierce Severe. Like, how did that come to be? Because it's kind of an odd combination, but it's
we usually don't like touring with Hispanic bands. I understand that it's a weird look for us. No, we've done a bunch of shows with them indirectly. We've done Warped Tour with them a couple times, and they've always just been great dudes, really fun dudes to hang out with. And one of the things we noticed on Warped Tour was that when we would have signings and they would have signings, we had very similar crowds, and also like we were noticing a lot of like T-shirts of the other band coming to our signings. So we were like, okay, then we must share a fan base, even though, you know, they might be a little bit heavier, or slightly different style music or whatever. And we were like, look, maybe this is just something that we need to do right now. It's a little bit out of the box.
It's just something different because we've kind of done a lot of the same kind of touring stuff.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you've seen All Time Low on tour with the In Crowd or Cartel or, you know, whoever it may be quite a few times, I assume. So it's like, you know, we wanted to open things up and do something a little bit different, and so far it seems to really be working because a lot of the shows are selling out real fast. So I'm excited.
I'm definitely wearing a Pierce Seville shirt right now.
See that?
So like right now, like obviously you're doing a Canadian tour in the winter. Like, was that planned?
You can't prove that.
There's no way to prove that.
You can't prove that we're here at all.
No.
We got the offer to do a Canadian tour in Canada. Or a Canadian tour in January.
Where?
And we're like, man, that's gonna be a cold tour. We knew it, but I don't think we really knew how cold it was gonna be until we stepped into.
But we have this comfortable
negative 20-degree weather.
Motor coach that we live on, so it's all good. We're hanging in, and the shows have been amazing.
We haven't had to cancel any.
No, we've always made a. That's the one nice thing about coming up here, even in the winter, is like you guys are used to this. So even when there is like a snowstorm or something like that, you don't end up usually having to cancel the show like sometimes you might in the States, because the areas actually know how to handle it. So yeah, everything's been good, everything's been smooth, and the crowd's been awesome. So.
Well, I heard when you guys were in Winnipeg, it was like -40.
Yeah.
Like, what was your first reaction when you walked outside?
Your nose freezes, like the inside of your nose freezes and you can't breathe.
The first breath you take in through your mouth actually hurt.
Yeah.
It like felt bad to breathe, maybe cough. It was weird.
I didn't like it.
But then, no, there's nothing good about it.
Yeah.
I literally had to play with a thermal shirt on stage. That's never happened.
So, is there anything that you guys wish you could do on stage but you can't, like, whether it be illegal or frowned upon?
Almost everything.
Make sex with our fans.
Yeah, stick our wieners in people's faces. We do that anyways, though.
I think that would be. I'd like to start a petition, worldwide petition to get that happening.
Sacrifice a lamb, maybe. For religious purposes.
So, what are like some of your current jams that you're listening to? Like?
Current jams?
Ooh, new Macklemore record.
Yeah, Macklemore's great.
What?
That record's awesome. Actually, that record came out the same week as our record did.
Yeah.
And
I did better than us.
I slept on it for a little bit, but then I ended up getting it, and I'm a really big fan of that. So yeah.
And I remember Walker tweeted something about like kind of dissing One Direction, and like you got pretty much.
We almost had to break up.
I said I didn't like one of their songs, and then
their fans molested us.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna be killed.
Yeah.
I legitimately thought I was gonna be assassinated.
Like, what are your like initial like how do you feel when you get like when you're on the receiving end of those attacks?
Oh, I don't care. It's dumb shit. You know.
We invested in Kevlar vests.
Yeah.
And bulletproof helmets.
Were there any like really funny ones? Because sometimes they're like
they're
really young,
hilarious.
and they just.
I mean, it was a lot of elaborate death threats.
The funniest part about it is you knew
I will
that
curb stomp your dogs. That was my favorite one.
It's horrible.
It's hilarious because you know there's a bunch of them that are like sitting at home crying about it.
Why did he say that?
Like that?
I don't want to live while I'm young. Damn you.
And well, lastly, like, do you have any plans for the summer after the tour?
Yeah. We're going actually overseas for a lot of it, I think. We are not doing Warped Tour. A lot of people are speculating, and we're not doing it this year. So I just want to put you all out of your misery now. We're not on Warped Tour. But yeah, I think we're gonna go overseas and do a lot of like the international festivals, because we spent our summer doing Warped Tour last year. So it's just time to like mix it up a little bit. Spring tour is gonna be awesome. And we're coming up with some cool plans for when we get back after the international stuff as well.
But yeah, that was my
We're going to be doing a purely bat mitzvah tour in the fall. Bar and bat mitzvahs.
Yeah, that was fun.
So, hit us up, Jews.
2 million yen.
What up?
Show.
What up? Yen? Japanese Jewish people?